Low carbs, no carbs, net carbs, the products are everywhere.
I usually buy low-carb prepared cookies.
I try to go for a lower carbohydrate cereal.
I like the meal replacement bars.
Lauren Sturgis is among the throngs of Americans who are watching their carbohydrates. She says the explosion of products is like a dream come true.
You can have everything from chocolates to pancakes, you name it. I don't think there's anything that they haven't found a low-carb solution to.
The labels may say low carb, but what are you really buying? What does low carb mean anyway?
We do not at the present time have guidelines.
That's right, no guidelines. Dr. Lester Crawford is with the Food and Drug Administration. He says the FDA has no definition of what constitutes low carb, unlike the specific guidelines it's had for a decade for low-fat and low-calorie foods.
And we never got to carbohydrates because people didn't care about carbohydrates then, not even the nutrition community, but we are now.
So the FDA asked its obesity working group, led by Dr. Crawford, to finally bring order to the carbohydrate confusion. Recommendations are expected this month.
We'll be defining carbohydrates and having a nice appendix on what carbohydrates are and how they fit into the diet based on FDA's current thinking.
That's something even the food manufacturers are hoping for. They're petitioning the FDA for a golden number. What really makes something low carb?
It isn't every day that we ask FDA, please regulate us. We need to have a number so that then our members know in developing products that they need to meet so many grams of carbohydrates.
But even if there is a number, are we talking about grams of total carbohydrates or net carbs?
I won't eat anything that's more than 5 net carbs per serving.
Net carbs? What does that mean? The FDA doesn't have a definition for that either.
We're looking at it very carefully. We think it is confusing.
But many food manufacturers and diet plans have their own definition of net carbs right now. It's total carbohydrates minus fiber and sugar alcohol. They say those carbs don't have to be counted because they have little impact on blood sugar.
There is no general agreement on what the term means and how it relates to the label. It's very difficult to get that out, so it's a questionable term.
So if you're watching your carbs, what should you do until the guidelines are firmed up? Registered dietitian Risa Sokoloff says paying close attention to the ingredients on the label.
Sugar is an absolute no-no. Polydextrose, another form of sugar, is an absolute no-no. Wheat flour, anything that's got the word flour after it is a no-no. These are all carbohydrates.
Lauren says she'll be more leery of the claims now, but won't stop munching on these new treats altogether, just in moderation.
And I'm an educated, low-carb lifestyle girl. For me, I can figure things out for myself. You can't be eating them all day long and expect to lose weight.